Alberta Health Services. Healthy Albertans, healthy communities, together.
I remember my wife being at my bedside, and I was being taken away to the foothills, and I had no idea if I would ever see her again. And that was a very scary moment for me. At 54 years old, we were at that point in our life where the kids were grown up and they're doing okay. My career was growing, things were going good, the mortgage was paid off, and we're looking ahead to retirement. And the best days were ahead. And this happened, and they could have all been snapped away and taken away from me. I had no idea that I was having a heart attack all day long. I just felt tired and I couldn't explain it. And I didn't have the classical symptoms. People say you have, it feels like somebody's standing on your chest and things like that. That didn't happen. The only classical pain I think that I felt was in my left jaw. It felt like I needed to have a root canal done.
I did not have an elephant across my chest or 18-wheeler. Didn't have any of that. No heartburn, just a sensation going down my left arm. I woke up my daughter and she took one look at me. She says, "Ma, you're gray." And there I was with a massive heart attack at age 48, which was I found to be a very rude interruption into my lifestyle. We camped an awful lot. We were hoping to work until we're about 65 or so, retire, travel North America via motorhome. But then I had my heart attack and goodbye.
I come from a family who's got heart attacks in the genetics. My mother had a heart attack in 2010. My father had bypass surgery in 2009. The warning signs were there. The conversations with the doctor were there about the elevated levels of cholesterol and my LDL, HDL balance. I didn't listen. It kind of went in one ear and out the other. And I continued to live my life. I felt like I was bulletproof. Nothing's ever going to hurt me. Nothing's ever going to slow me down. Retrospectively, yeah, I knew I was a train wreck just waiting to happen.
My cholesterol was high, needed to stop smoking, get on a diet, and I hate that word so much. To me, it's swearing. And I didn't listen. But of course, women weren't supposed to have heart attacks at 48. Back then, as I said, I'm a bit of a rebel, so that's not going to happen to me. I'm too young. I'll worry about it when I get older. Well, yeah, I worried about it when I got older, all right. I got slapped before I got older, that was the hard part. When it became a reality, that was really the hard part.
After I had my heart attack, I knew at that moment that any more progression in my career was over. It was ended. The more interesting, meaty type of assignments missed me. Nobody wanted to have me dropping dead at the office.
The company kept my job open for 3 months, but my family doctor kept on saying, "Let's wait another 2-3 months." And he did that for 2 years. And I walked into the doctor's office on a regular appointment. I said, "Okay, you keep on saying another 2-3 months, another 2-3 months. This time, once and for all, will I ever go back to work?" He said no. I had to go on welfare. I had to go into Calgary housing. And eventually I went on CPP disability. So there was 3 or 4 years in there where I wasn't happy. I was bitter, I was angry, it's not fair, I can't go to work, blah, blah, blah. All of these things. First few years, I was an emotional wreck, I'm sure, because every time I'd break down in tears, I'd think, oh, no, I can't be doing this because this is putting stress on my heart. Oh, am I going to make 50? Jeepers, I don't know. Because those first few years, you don't know if you're going to wake up ever again.
There are some things that you're carrying with yourself all the time now. And I'm not just talking about the physical things. I can never walk out of the house without my nitro spray or my cell phone. You feel naked if you do. In the back of your mind, you are always thinking about what happens, what will happen if I'm someplace and I can't get to help quickly. I felt guilty about having a heart attack. I was born healthy, I was born strong, and all of the choices that I made took me down that path to a heart attack. And I have regrets that I didn't correct things before they happened.
If you're going to put blame or fault, it would be mine. Because I could have and should have followed doctors' advices.
If I went back in time, there's all kinds of things that I would say to that guy. I'd say, change your diet and make healthier choices, and definitely get more exercise. I take statins now. I have no side effects with any of my medications, statins included, with proper monitoring by yourself, because it's your health, and your health professional, your doctor. There should be no reason to suffer any side effects from statins. I believe I shed in the neighborhood of 60 pounds. So that would have been roughly 1/4 of my body weight. I built myself up to the point where I could enter 10K runs. And although I'm not the fastest person out there, I could do them. I didn't have to stop. By working with your doctor and taking their advice, you're going to lead yourself to a better place than you would if you chose not to listen to them. And I'm a prime example of that.